The Very Cranky Bear.
In a big green jungle on a cold and rainy day,
Four furry friends found the perfect place to play. Wow, it's raining cats and dogs out there. My big beautiful antlers got all wet.
I'm not sure what I saw falling from the sky, but I saw big fat raindrops, that's for sure. My golden mane is definitely.
I have never seen it rain so much. I'm surprised my awesome stripes didn't wash right off me.
Moose had antlers and Lion had a mane.
Zebra had awesome stripes and sheep was just
Plain. I don't have big fancy features like my friends. I'm just plain. They call me Wayne. Plain Wayne.
Let's play cards in the nice warm cave.
Can we play Go Fish? None of them noticed that someone else was there.
Sleeping in a cave was a very cranky
bear.
Roar, roar, roar!
He showed his teeth and roared again.
And scared them out of his natural den. So in the big green jungle on that cold and rainy day, the four bothersome animals had nowhere warm to play. Wait a minute, maybe if we cheer that grumpy old bear up, he'd let us back in his cave.
He looked pretty tired to me.
I know, if I didn't have my stripes, I'd be cranky too.
I think he needs a nap.
Stripes are silly. What Mr. Cranky Pants needs are some antlers. My antlers always cheer me up and make me happy.
You guys know bears sleep all winter, right? No. Stripes are silly and antlers are boring. A beautiful golden mane like mine is what Mr. Grumpy Bottom needs.
It's October. That means the bear wants to go to sleep for winter. Sheep, what are you babbling about?
Never mind. This should be interesting. So Zebra fetched some mud and Lion some grass of gold.
And Moose got two big branches, and well, sheep just got cold. They have no idea what they're getting into. Yoo-hoo! Grumpy old bear! Hello, Mr. Cranky Pants.
Bonjour, Mr. Grumpy Bottom. Sheep was getting worried.
Maybe they've been eaten. But then from the cave came a very cranky
roar! The animals ran out and the bear was right behind them.
They hid behind the bushes where they hoped he wouldn't find them. Look at me, I look ridiculous. I am beer, not a Mosey Brian.
I think he just made that word up.
Yes, I did. All I really want is a quiet place to sleep.
That's what I thought. You knew? Why didn't you tell your friends? I tried, but they wouldn't listen to me. Wait right here. I have an idea. So she found a pair of clippers and clipped off half his wall.
He stuffed it in a cotton bag until the bag was full.
He tiptoed back inside the cave.
That sheep is really very brave. Oh, now I know what sheep was babbling about.
What?
Oh, now I know what sheep was babbling about.
What?
The bear's tired because he's going to hibernate for winter. Why did she just tell us that?
Back inside the bear's cave, the sheep bravely said,
Here you go, Mr. Bear. A comfy pillow for your head.
Well, thank you very much. That's exactly what I need. You can all stay and play if you will just read.
So Moose, Zebra, Lion, and Sheep
read the bear a bedtime story so he could fall asleep.
The end.
The Chocolate Touch. Usually, John Midas was a well-behaved boy. He had a comfortable home and parents who loved him. He should have been a nice boy all the time, but he wasn't. John had one bad fault. He was greedy about candy. Hard candy, toffees, quick lunch, milk, non-stop, and most of all, milk chocolate.
On Saturday at lunch, Mr. Midas noticed something unusual.
Look, John has spots on his nose.
It may be measles. I don't think he has a temperature, though.
I suspect that John has been eating too much candy. Have you been eating candy this morning, John? Tell the truth.
Well, I had a few bumps and moves and some cereal cotteries.
John's ears grew red as he recited a long list of candy. No wonder you have spots. I think we need to see Dr. Cranium. Dr. Cranium was a tall, thin man with a bald head and a great mustache. He shone light into John's ears, nose, and mouth.
Much too much candy, oh my. He seems to be full of candy. What should we do, Doctor? I recommend less candy. It can be good for his stomach. The next day, John walked to his friend's house. When he spotted something gleaming on the sidewalk, John picked a coin up and examined it.
One side of the coin were the initials JF. John was surprised because those were his initials also. John continued on his way, but instead of turning right to Susan, he turned left. He came upon a store he had never seen before. The front window was filled with candy, and the woman behind the counter beckoned John inside.
Don't just stand in the doorway, John. Come on in. There's a special sale today.
I'm sorry, I don't have any money.
What's that you have there?
It's a coin I found from my coin collection.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather have a box of chocolates? That's the only type of money I take.
Really? A whole box? Yes, please.
With that, John handed the storekeeper the coin and dashed home with his chocolate box.
When John was finally alone, he tore into the chocolate box to find one single piece of chocolate. John ate it and thought it was the most delicious, most chocolatey chocolate he had ever had. John woke up the next day and began to get ready for his school with his sister, Mary. When John brushed his teeth, something strange happened.
Why does the toothpaste taste like chocolate?
Silly, of course, it isn't chocolate.
Yummy!
Mother, John's eating all the toothpaste. That morning, John's toothpaste and entire breakfast tasted like chocolate. His mother and sister did not believe him, but it was true. John thought about these strange changes as he entered the classroom. Children, we'll be having a very important math this morning. All right, 4 questions on the board, and you'll have a short time to complete them.
May I have a drink of water?
Quickly, we'll be starting soon.
John gratefully headed towards the water fountain. His mouth was dry and had a strong chocolate taste. However, that water turned into chocolate as soon as it touched his lips. John tried all the water fountains, but his problem continued.
5 minutes remaining.
John hurried to sit down and complete his math test. He thought hard and nibbled on the end of his pencil. With horror, John watched his entire pencil turn to chocolate.
1 minute.
But Miss Pencil, my pencil's turned to chocolate.
Hush, John. I'll talk to you after class. Sadly, John was unable to finish his test. Mrs. Plimsoll did not believe his exclamation. His chocolate touch was getting him in a lot of trouble.
At lunch, John tried to drop the food straight down his throat without touching his lips. It didn't help. Everything he ate turned into chocolate. After an awful morning, John trudged to Chester practice.
Oh, John, I'm glad you're not absent. Do you remember when you're little? So we'll begin?
Right after the end of the second drill.
Good, remember, this is a happy song, so I want you to play light and lively. Let's begin.
After the second verse, John wet his lips and began to play his solo.
Ta-toot-toot, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Miss Quaver was speechless. John's recorder had turned to chocolate.
After running home, John ran into his father.
You're home early today. What happened? John burst into tears and told his father about his terrible day.
They all turned to chocolate. Are you sure you didn't imagine it?
Oh no, it's true.
I think we better pay a visit to Dr. Cranium. Dr. Cranium told them it was chocolatitis. At home, his mum was very concerned with this news. Everything he touches will turn to chocolate. My poor boy, what are we gonna do?
It's all right, Mother.
John hated seeing his mother so upset. He leaned over and gave her a big hug. He looked up, and his mom was a chocolate statue. John ran from the house directly to the candy store.
I was just thinking of you.
Remember the old coin I found you and gave you? I had ate the chocolate and made a turn to turn to chocolate, and I had my mom and I said chocolate, and now they turned to back.
Easy now.
I can't come down. What am I gonna do? It's all your fault.
Easy now. That coin would have only appeared to someone who is truly greedy. Would you like to turn your mum back?
Oh yes, above everything.
Then you must share what you have with others and not eat for yourself from now on.
I will. Is my mom okay now?
Run along and see them.
John ran home. His mom was cutting vegetables. He threw his arms around her waist.
John, you look flushed. Why don't you have a nice cold glass of milk?
The milk flowed down his throat, crisp and chocolate free.
Thanks, Mom. Hey, can I have some more good vegetables?
From then on, John always ate his vegetables and shared his candy with his sister Mary. It tasted better that way.